You'll pay for this.
𝐄𝐩𝐢𝐬𝐨𝐝.
Having shared the strange astral projection experience, both Master Chief and 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 are left entranced and begin seeing each other in a new light. John invites 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 out for a stroll around Reach City, allowing her to experience things she had only ever read or dreamed about. They walk around a park when John pulls her to the side and asks her about the experience on the Halo Ring world. She in turn eagerly asks him how he brought them there, and he shares that he followed her advice of letting go. He then asks her why the Covenant are searching for it, and she excitedly explains that it is meant to fulfill a prophecy. The prophecy speaks of worthy beings journeying to the ring, where they will become gods. John questions what will become of the unworthy ones, and she matter-of-factly announces that they will be cleansed. He asks her if she believes humans are unworthy, and 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 openly admits that to be her opinion. In response, John proclaims that the fragmented memories of his childhood have shown him the capacity of goodness within humans, and that it is worth protecting. Just then, they are interrupted by a couple of soldiers who call Master Chief to an urgent meeting. Once there, he finds out that the Covenant have attacked again, this time eradicating the planet Criterion, leaving no survivors. With matters becoming urgent, Master Chief proposes that they allow 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 to interact with their keystone and help pin down the exact location of the Covenant's sacred planet by tracking the second object, something he is not yet skilled enough to do. Though Captain Keyes and Admiral 𝐤𝐸𝐺𝐸 are distrustful of 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬, they decide that they have no other choice and give Master Chief the go-ahead. After the meeting, John visits 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 in her room and informs her that she has been permitted to touch the smaller keystone. He also hands her a book, reminiscent of one she owned as a child. Touched by his trust in her and this gesture of goodwill, 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 thanks John and then kisses him. This leads to the two sharing an intimate night together. Their feelings of intimacy and connection are also passed through John to Cortana, who experiences these sentiments for the very first time. The next morning, Dr. Halsey learns of this incident through Cortana. Shortly afterward, she receives a visit from Jacob, who informs her that she will be shipped off to her new lab by noon, the very same time when 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 is to touch the artifact. She pleads with Jacob to give her some more time, but her words fall on deaf ears and he leaves after saying his goodbye. Desperate, Halsey projects herself into 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬's room while she is by herself and tries to convince her that humans are not to be trusted with the Halo. She asks 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 to help persuade John to steal the keystone from the UNSC and escape Reach together with Halsey, after which the three can go to the Halo together and unleash humanity's true potential. Put off by Halsey's megalomania, 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 shuts the projection off. Undeterred, Halsey begins coming up with a different plan to attain her goal, which Cortana becomes increasingly uncomfortable with. Setting up base in her ship, Halsey contacts Riz, Vanek, and the fully healed Kai through a secure channel, and informs the Spartans that all senior UNSC leadership, as well as Master Chief, have been compromised by the Keystone, and can no longer be trusted. She instructs them to only accept her orders going forward, and to bring the Keystone, 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬, and Master Chief to her ship by force. However, Kai begins objecting to her commands, so Halsey orders Riz and Vanek to incapacitate her and continue the mission with just the two of them. Master Chief then brings 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 out of her room and escorts her to the testing facility. En route, John is contacted by Cortana, who, having come to disagree with Halsey's methods and way of thinking, informs him of the ambush. John quickly tells 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬 to go find some Marines and stay with them, while he continues moving forward until he reaches Riz and Vanek. He tries to reason with them, but the duo refuses to accept his words, and the three begin to fight. 𝐒𝐞𝐚𝐬, having seen the beginning of their clash, manages to find a Marine, who escorts her to the Keystone testing facility where Jacob and 𝐤𝐸𝐺𝐸𝐬𝐬 stand waiting. She informs them that two of the Spartans have gone rogue and are attacking Master Chief as they speak. Upon hearing this, Perengoski sends a Marine to check on Master Chief, while ordering 𝐒𝐞𝐚 to stay put. Meanwhile, Kai manages to break free from the concrete block the other Spartans had tied her to, and heads towards Master Chief so she can help him. On her way, she quickly orders a Marine to make sure 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐲's ship isn't allowed to take off from the tarmac. With Cortana's help, Master Chief manages to fend the Spartans off for a little while. Without his armored suit, however, he eventually succumbs to their attacks. Just as he is nearly taken out, Kai shows up in the nick of time, resulting in a stalemate between the two duos. Back in the testing facility, Jacob and Perengoski question the distraught 𝐒𝐞𝐚, when Miranda suddenly dashes in and tells them to keep 𝐒𝐞𝐚 away from the keystone. She reveals that she had been investigating the voice recording recovered from the UNSC patrol ship, whose entire crew was slaughtered by the Covenant. After careful analysis, she was able to determine that the voice belonged to none other than 𝐒𝐞𝐚. Faced with the truth, 𝐒𝐒𝐚 tries to plead that she had no other choice, but Perengoski orders her to be immediately restrained. Following orders, a Marine pushes her to the floor and pins her down with a stun rod. This triggers her childhood trauma from other people hurting her in the same way, and 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐲's words that humans are not to be trusted begin ringing in her ears. Before she is taken out of the room, 𝐒𝐞𝐚 jumps forward and touches the keystone, triggering a powerful energy surge that damages her surroundings, including the room with John and his fellow Spartans. As he is flung away and crushed under the rubble from a small roof which had collapsed, John momentarily returns to the vision of the Halo ring world, where he sees 𝐒𝐞𝐚 standing before him. She wishes him goodbye and then disappears.